In this video, we'll talk about understanding the FinishLine screen in version 5. Let's run through the various icons and buttons you'll see on the FinishLine Pro app. Keep in mind this is a quick review and other tutorial videos will go into greater detail on these icons and how to use them. Also, depending on your permission settings, you may or may not have access to all these icons, as they may be grayed out. Depending on the button or icon, you may have to press and hold for a quarter second for the program to execute your command. Let's start on the tablet version. In the upper left, you'll see an icon that looks like a tree. This is the navigation window. It's a popover menu that'll allow you to navigate through your project. In the upper right is the filter icon, which looks like a funnel. Filtering allows you to set global filters based on a number of options. Next to filter is sync, which looks like a cloud. This allows you to upload your data and download updates from other users. To the right of sync is a recently accessed plans panel, which allows you to quickly navigate to recently viewed plan views. Next is the menu icon. Open it to access the screen layout, which provides 4 different viewing options in the app, depending on your preferences. Administration, settings, and logout can also be found in the menu. There's an expandable tab on the plan view. Select the white triangle to access several options. The legend button provides information for menu items which are currently in the plan view. Markers allow you to hide the markers on the plan view. See that? You can hide the item markers to have a clean plan view. This is especially helpful in a crowded area where it's difficult to punch on the plan. Next is full display, which allows you to zoom out to full view if you've been zoomed in on the plan view. Next is the Item Creation Modes menu, which allows you to choose how you add items, either manual add, copy by dragging, or favorites. You can easily adjust the height of the list view by pressing on the white rectangle and moving it to your preference. If your view is set to columns, you can adjust the width of the columns. In the bottom left, you'll see a plus sign, which is the Add Item button. Next to that is the Complete Item button, which has a check mark, and the Incomplete Item button, which has an X. On the far right is the Table Columns Configuration button, which allows you to modify the column settings. Let's review a few more icons in the Add or Edit Item form. In the upper left is the back arrow, which will take you back to the main screen. Across the top of the item form, you'll see 3 tabs: Details, Files, and Logs. Details contain the various steps required to resolve the issue. It may also contain checklist details. Select the Files tab to access the item attachments such as photos, plan annotations, signatures, or other attached files. If there are item attachments, you'll see a thumbnail preview across the top of the item form. Select the Logs tab to access the change logs for this particular item. From this screen, you can see the change logs for this item, showing the type of changes made to this particular item and when the change occurred, along with other details. Let's go back to the item form. The camera button can be found at the bottom of the screen. Press it to take a photo. To the right of that is the Complete Item button, which has a check mark, and the Incomplete Item button, which has an X. The star is the Add Favorites icon, and next to that is the Delete button, which looks like a trash can. And finally, the Save button, which is the prominent button found at the bottom center of the item form. And there you have it. Now to the smartphone version. All the same buttons and icons which are found in the tablet version exist in the smartphone version, but they have been relocated in some cases due to the smaller screen. From the plan view, you'll see the Navigate button in the upper left to move throughout your projects. Next to the Navigate button is the Filter, Sync, and the Recently Accessed Plans panel. In the upper right-hand corner is the menu button where you'll find Administration, Settings, and Logout. At the bottom of the Plan View screen is Legend, Markers, and Full Display. On the far right is the Item Creation Modes menu where you can access Manual Add, Copy by Dragging, and Favorites. The teal icon in the lower right-hand corner is unique to the smartphone version as it's the Toggle to List View or Plan View icon. We're now in the List View. Select the small pencil icon to edit the item. You may add items by selecting the plus sign on the lower left. Select items and then press the checkmark Complete Item button or the X Uncomplete Item button. Press the button with the vertical dots to select all or select none of the items. Keep in mind this was a quick overview of which button controls which feature, so be sure to check out additional tutorial videos to learn more about these icons and how to use their features in greater detail. If you have questions or need more information, please email us at support@punchlist.net or call 1-888-869-8685. We're here to help.